Today's Monday and it's the 22nd, I think. Just check. 22nd of July 2024, and it's my turn to go to the airport, so I've got a much more reasonable time for my flight, so I'm just going to catch the bus, which is due any moment now. And here it comes. Bang on time. I've actually been here about a minute, 2 minutes. Well, this is working very efficiently. I've just got off one bus and here comes the next one. That has to go down history as the most efficient bus ride I've ever had to do. And there was no waiting when I got down to the bottom of the road. It said the bus was coming, and within 2 minutes it was there. And I have to change in Palma for my bus to get the A1, and as my bus was pulling to a stop, the A1 was more or less pulling them behind, so very quickly, and well less than an hour to get here, which is really quite good. I'm just going to go into the airport now because I've got to go and check my bag in, so the first place to go to is the departures board. Over the weekend we had terrible trouble because of the Microsoft issue. Hopefully all of that's been sorted out now. Well, my flight isn't even on the board yet, I'm that early. But I'm flying with Ryanair, so I'll just go make my way down to the Ryanair check-in desk and see if I can just get rid of my bag. See, it's all pretty busy. Ryanair's right at the end, which just down this way. There's the EasyJet in front. Not much of a queue there. Can get drinks and refreshments this side if you want to. I never bother, I always try and get through security, and I'll go to my departure lounge, have a drink and something to eat there. I think I've got quite a bit of a wait actually today because I have come very early. I wanted it to be a relaxed trip, which is what they all should be. Recently I've been arriving very early in the morning, or picking up very late at night. This is a much more pleasant time. It's TUI down there, and no queues at all for that. See the Ryanair desk down there. Just before I go, I'm just going to make sure my bag's all sealed up properly. Basically what I do is I just put a zip tie to close my bag up. This means it doesn't get burst open so easily. And what's the queue like for Ryanair? Still doesn't have my flight on here. And there's the queue. I'm just going to join the queue and see if they'll let me give my bag in. Bit of a snaking queue here, and there's no particular desk that you go to. They're all pretty much the same. There's a rapid one, I think. But, certainly don't need to be rapid today. Usually I pay for priority and that gives me a carry-on bag, but checking a bag in was actually cheaper today. It makes life going through the airport a little bit easier, a little bit lighter. Well, I'm going to be in the queue for a minute or two now. I'll catch up with you later. Well, I got to the front of the queue and I got to the desk and she said you're early, so I've got to wait half an hour. So it's put my feet up and wait half an hour. Well, actually quite happy that I had to wait a little bit before I could check my bag in. It means I can take my hat off and put it in my case because I'm not going to need my hat to get on the airplane, and it'll just be something I'll have to remember. And probably I wouldn't remember to put it down somewhere, I forget it and I'd lose it, so good. Put that in my case so that's going to be checked in. And it also means I can have a coffee. Cheers everyone. Always welcome. And well, I only had one coffee this morning, so another one's not going to do me any harm. The journey this morning was, as I've said, all amazing. I couldn't have had a better trip to the airport, and so really nice. The buses are air conditioned as well, so it's nice and comfortable. Both buses I got on fairly near to the beginning of their line, which meant there's no problem getting a seat, and so that's quite easy for me. And because I'm of a certain age, I get to sit in the green seats, which are for the ones who are a little bit older than youngsters. So yeah, all very good, and here I am waiting for the plane. Not till 3:25 this afternoon, so I've got quite a long wait. It's just turned midday. But that's fine, because when I get up to the airport I hope to do a little bit of work on my computer before I get on the plane. So I hope to see if everything goes alright, and because it's going to be lunchtime I'll probably have something to eat up there as well. Anyway, I'll keep you posted with what I'm up to, and I'll see you in a minute or two. Well, that was just quite amazing again as well. The girl I went to was on desk number 9 before, and she said when I left, she said if there's a long queue just come straight to me, which I did because she'd already got my details, and that was it. So I didn't need to show the passport, just the boarding pass, and away we go. So now I need to go upstairs, and this is to take me through to the security area. And because I've got electronics, I've got my computer and my cameras and things, I'm probably going to have to take lots of things out, and when I get to this area I won't be able to film anymore either. But all very smooth. I had a nice coffee, nice little break, and I've got rid of my hat, which is was bothering me a little bit. So this is the security area. If you've got any water or any liquids, you're probably going to have to get rid of them here. So my guess is now I'm just going to have to switch my camera off, and I'll catch you on the other side. Well, that wasn't as easy as normal. They stopped my bag and had me take out every bit of anything that was electronic, wires, cables, and batteries, everything that was anything electronic at all. So I've got multiple cameras, computers, and lots of wires that go with those things, and they all had to come out. Anyway, did it, and no problem second time round. And well, I'm through now to the duty-free area, and I don't think I'll be buying anything. Well, through the duty-free, and well, this is where you get told where to go afterwards, so you just look for your flight, and well, I'm off to gate A as always. You can see my flight at the moment. Oh, there you go. Gate info in 75 minutes. Wow. Told you I've got a long wait. Oh, if I need something to read, there's a W.H. Smith here, and there's one inside when you get down further along. Certainly is in the other sections. So we'll go through through to Terminal A, and it's a special one. But people think it's just for the UK. It's not. It's for anyone who's not in the Schengen area, really. Anyone that has to have their passport stamped effectively. So if you go right here, you don't get your passport stamped. If you go left, well, you probably will. Hopefully I won't, because I will show my ID card, and that should prevent them from stamping it. It has been stamped once. Some over-eager policeman decided to stamp it. Anyway, all of that will change sometime. It was going to be October, but apparently it's been put back to November now. Is the electronic entry system, and that will hopefully speed things up a little bit. Means you're going to get your photograph taken and fingerprints taken all at the same time, and it will also check your passport. It shouldn't then need to be stamped. They should be doing away with stamping, but that will remain to be seen, I think. I think someone in America I saw, because they have a similar system in America, said, well, what do you do if you don't want to have your photograph taken? And he was suggesting that you didn't have to. Well, that's if you're in America and you've got a biometric card, and it won't apply to this situation, except if you're in if you are from a Schengen country and you've got an ID card which has got the biometric data on. So Anita and I do have our ID cards which have biometric data, and so we don't need to have our photographs taken or fingerprints taken. They've already been done. Well, that's the theory. I'll let you know in November or at some point whether it actually works in practice. Once that's all sorted and the electronic entry system's working, then I think fairly soon after that we're going to see the ETIAS brought into play, which means that people from outside of the European Union and Schengen areas are going to need to have a visa waiver. It's not actual visa, it's a visa waiver, so it means you don't have to have that final visa. Just a warning for anybody coming to Palma is there's a lot of walking, and sometimes the moving belts, just like the one I've just been through, doesn't work, and so it means you have to walk. If you've got any issues, then you can actually ask for assistance, and when Angela comes, she always does that, and it makes it a lot easier for her to get through, and would be a long walk if not. So I'm finding, luckily I've got rid of one bag, so I'm only carrying one instead of the normal two. I'll be dragging one as well. There's the board. It's 24 degrees in here and the humidity at 55%. So it just says keep going, keep going. This has actually changed since the last time I was here, I think. There's the police boxes that you used to have to use. Show them your passport. All that must be coming up a little bit later. Let's see if we've got the electronic system here. I may well have to turn the camera off if you don't like these things being videoed. That side is gated off, so tape across it. This side is the one I'm going, and it says passport control. So, ooh, look at all those tapes in and out. Oh, and all the electronic ones are open here. So now it is all changed. That's looking good. except I'm not sure we're going to be using them. We'll see. Oh, that's curious. I've just gone through and seen a policeman and he's just checked my card. But they're having to go through here to get their stamp. That's the difference. So the people there were actually going through an electronic system, which I don't know whether it was taking their photographs or fingerprints, but it was an electronic system for in and out, which all seems to be working. And then they went to a policeman who stamped, whereas I simply went to the policeman and he scanned my passport, looked at my TIE card and just let me through. So, different, and I think, wow, this all looks a bit different. In a totally different part of the airport. You can see the under construction there. This looks a lot different here. Tax refund. So I suppose that is one of the advantages of Brexit. You can actually claim the tax back that you pay here on goods. I don't know how it works. It wouldn't apply to me anyway, so I suppose it might work the other way around though. If I bought something in the UK and brought it back to Europe, maybe I could claim the VAT back. So, we've got a sushi bar over there. We've got a bakery, coffee, Subway. Subway I really enjoy, but I just don't like the idea of having to make all those choices. So this part of the airport is now, I think, what I'm used to. We just seem to have come in at a very different area. So this is Terminal A, and we usually come in down at that end and then walk up somewhere. But at the moment I've got no idea where I'm going to be. The thing I'm going to look out for is to see how many of them it says delayed. And I have had a message from Ryanair already to say that quite a percentage of their flights already today have been delayed. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, about half a dozen maybe delayed, maybe a few more. And are they any of those to the UK? Well, I don't know. Obviously. Right, well I'm going to find somewhere to sit, or maybe I should find somewhere to go and get something to eat. I just walked down, not quite to the end, but that's where we would normally have coffee and something to eat, but there's nowhere to have it there. One thing I'm noticing is that the seats are now all facing the window, which is really nice, and the window's now much bigger and it looks out onto the aeroplane, so really quite an interesting place to sit. You get a front row seat here, no extra charge. Well, I went around all the different food stations to see what I fancied, and well, I ended up in Subway, but I haven't had one of their rolls because it's just too complicated for me. You have to choose which bread and then which things you want on it. I just want a ham roll. No, I didn't. So anyway, let's have a look, see what I got. Well, I managed to find a Caesar salad. I think the last Caesar salad I had cost me about 500 euros because I broke a tooth on some of that crunchy bacon that's in there. You get a packet of crisps and a Diet Coke or a beer or something like that. Anyway, I've had a Diet Coke. So I think that'll do for me for today. That'll be my lunch. I think I need to approve as well. Well, I've just had information on the Ryanair app to tell me that the gate is going to be A13. When I look at the board, it actually says gate information in 15 minutes. So, if it's correct, it's really good to use that the app. You get a advance warning, and well, there's loads of seats. Oh, looks as though the Ryanair app was right. The Ryanair app. It's still well over an hour before the flight's due to take off, and there's no sign of the plane here yet, so I've still got a lot of waiting to do. But it's nice and cool here in the airport. The air conditioning is working very well, and it's quiet. And with the new windows we've got here, the view's quite pleasant too. Yeah, really quite nice. Shall I show you the view? No, okay then. Nice view of the mountains from here, and you can watch all the vehicles going, and eventually hopefully see the planes coming in. Well, it's been quite nice actually sitting here in the cool and answering some of the messages that have appeared following today's video that went up. Lots of comments and protests. I think I'll probably have to talk more about those in a different video. Anyway, the queue's forming here to get on the plane, and well, more or less on time by the looks of things. Let's just hope it stays that way. Well, it was supposed to be Ryanair, and it's Niki Lauda. It said Ryanair on the steps, so I guess I'm going on the right way. It's really pleasant, really warm, 29 degrees. Hope it's similar in Exeter. It has set off there on the way to Exeter now. I'm going to do some shopping, and then hopefully I'll be seeing them very soon.
Today is July the 22nd, and we are at IKEA in Exeter, and we're just going up to the airport to get Grandad, aren't we, girls?
Yes.
Well, they're more interested in making a cup of coffee, I think, so let's see how we go on at the airport today.
¿Dónde estamos? Luna, ¿dónde estamos? ¿A dónde vamos a ir ahora, Luna? Al aero... para recoger a...
Grandad.
Yay! Quick stop for a little dance under the disco ball. ¡Ole! Muy bien, chicas.
Well, all boarded and ready to go. Welcome to Exeter. And it feels really quite warm. Clouds in the sky, really quite pleasant. It was a Niki Lauda plane we were on. First time in Exeter. And just like most of these small airports, there's a bit of walking involved in the outside, what they do when it's pouring down with rain. Some grey clouds up there, but the temperature is remarkably mild. And well, the captain on the aeroplane said the temperature was 25, 26, so it's really quite warm. Doesn't quite feel that to me though. Bit of a walk in, and then we're going to go through passport control. I hope that's pretty quick. We've done the outside bit, now we're on the inside bit. Gets the steps up. Must be coming towards passport control. There's a lot of stuff here, so I better switch the camera off. Well, that must be the joys of being in a small airport, in that there was absolutely no waiting to get through the passport control. Straight in, straight through, and well, there's only one belt at this, so all of the, well, there's only this flight, I think. And there might be another one later on, but there is only one belt. Well, that's the siren sounding, so that means the belt's about to kick off. I think.
running marks. Get set.
Oh, look at the luggage. At least this isn't like the mule.
First of the cases coming now. I wonder how many it'll be before mine comes. We soon find out. Well, lots of cases, but not mine yet. I'm guessing mine was first on and last off. I do start to worry when it doesn't appear, but here it is. Nice little case for me. There we go. Nothing to declare.
Luna, ¿qué tienes allí? Para decirle hola. Savannah, ¿quién viene ahora?
Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Where's Savannah? Hello.
Granddad, we have new sandals.
Oh, very nice sandals. Hello.
Nice to see you.
Granddad.
Oh, lovely pictures. Look at those.
Picture underneath your side.
Oh, it says Grandad.
Good trick.
Very good.
And Granddad.
I've got your bag.
Fantastic.
And on the other side.
What does it say?
What lovely pictures.
I love you, Granddad.
Oh, I love you too. Ah, isn't this great?
Everything all right?
Everything great, really. All nice and smooth. Yeah.
You got your bag okay?
Got my bag okay. Yeah. I think I was probably the first on and the last off. That's nice, isn't it?
Mummy.
Did you get that from Joshua's?
No.
Well, outside we go. Well, how great is it to be here? Anyway, that's me in England now, and the next few videos, well, that's where we're going to be. Oh, and it smells like England. Ooh. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Well, we're off the beaten track, as it were.